teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And able to find Conley. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him a gain of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Saints 0.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. From midfield now, here's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Boyd. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Touchdown.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
3-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up third down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. They thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. And this one caught by Max Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a good turn. Over there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovering by Tampa Bay.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Garoppolo on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And Conley's got it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 14-7. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Now Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finds his tight end Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Fournette, a 1st down carry. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They'll run it again with Fournette. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This is Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the run, it's Fournette. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action now. Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
43-yard line.
Play action. Ryan. Caught left side. Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action with Ryan. Airing one out for Boyd. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Saints 21. Buccaneers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is DJ Reed returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is complete. It's Allen. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run with Fournette. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this. Overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @